Are you turning 65 soon? Or getting ready to retire and start Medicare? If you've been trying to research Medicare online and you're more confused now than when you started, you're not alone. Here's the truth. Most Medicare content is built to explain Medicare to everyone, which means it actually helps no one specifically. I've spent 16 years as a licensed Medicare insurance agent helping thousands of people across 46 states. And what I've learned is this: the confusion doesn't come from Medicare being complicated. It comes from getting general answers when you need a specific one. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the Medicare Clarity Quiz is, who it's built for, and why 2 minutes with this quiz will give you more clarity than hours of reading articles online. No jargon, no sales pitch, just the straight answer. Here's the problem with most Medicare information you'll find online. It's built to inform everyone, which sounds helpful until you realize that when content is designed for everyone, it's actually specific to no one. Your Medicare situation is not the same as your neighbor's. It's not the same as your brother-in-law's. It depends on when exactly you're turning 65, whether you're still working, what kind of employer coverage you have, where you live, and when you plan to retire. Every one of those factors changes your answer. So when you read an article that says, "Here's how Medicare works," and it doesn't ask you a single question about your situation, that article cannot give you the right answer. It can only give you a general answer. And in Medicare, a general answer that doesn't apply to your situation isn't just unhelpful. It can be expensive. So what's the solution? I built the Medicare Clarity Quiz specifically to solve this problem. It's 7 questions. It takes 2 minutes. And at the end, it doesn't give you a generic Medicare overview. It identifies your specific scenario out of 9 possible situations and gives you a personalized recommendation based on your exact circumstances. Here's what makes it different. Most Medicare resources start with Medicare and try to explain it to you. The quiz starts with you, your age, your employment situation, your coverage, and works backward to tell you exactly what applies. It identifies which of 9 scenarios fits your situation. It tells you where you are in the process. And it gives you a clear, specific next step. No phone call required. No obligation. Completely free. Just clarity for your situation specifically. The quiz is built for 3 types of people specifically. First, if you're turning 65 soon and you haven't enrolled yet. You need to know your exact enrollment window, what your options are, and whether you need to move fast or whether you have time. The quiz identifies exactly where you are in that window and what your next step is. Second, if you're still working at 65 and you have employer coverage. This is one of the most misunderstood situations in Medicare. Whether you can safely delay Medicare, and for how long, depends on one specific detail about your employer that most people don't know to ask about. The quiz asks that question and gives you the right answer for your situation. Third, if you're retiring soon and leaving your employer plan. The timing of your retirement relative to your 65th birthday creates a Medicare situation that is completely specific to you. Getting the sequence wrong can mean gaps in coverage or penalties you didn't see coming. The quiz identifies your exact timing situation and tells you exactly what to do. If any one of those 3 situations sounds like you, the quiz was built for you. Let me show you exactly what I mean by the difference between generic advice and a personalized answer. Generic advice says, Medicare has 4 parts. Part A covers hospital. Part B covers doctors. You should enroll when you turn 65. That's technically true, but it tells you nothing about your situation. A personalized answer says, based on your answers, you're turning 65 in 4 months, you're still working, and your employer has fewer than 20 employees. That means Medicare is your primary coverage the moment you turn 65. You need to enroll now. Waiting will cost you. That's the difference. One explains Medicare. The other tells you what to do. I've spent 16 years watching people get the generic version when what they needed was the specific version. The people who end up with penalties, coverage gaps, and costly mistakes almost always got general advice from someone who didn't know their specific situation. The Medicare Clarity Quiz exists so that doesn't happen to you. Here's your next step. Go to myMedicareSupplementPlan.org/Medicare-Clarity, or just click the link in the description below. Answer 7 simple questions about your age, your employment situation, and where you are in the Medicare process. It takes 2 minutes. And at the end, you'll get a personalized result that tells you exactly which situation applies to you and what your specific next step is. Not a generic overview, not a list of Medicare parts. Your specific answer. After you see your results, you'll get access to a free training where I walk through your exact scenario in detail, so you know not just what to do, but why. The address, one more time, mymedicaresupplementplan.org/Medicare-Clarity. Or click the link in the description below. No pressure. No phone call required. Just clarity.